Shields up and guns drawn, Ring surveillance video shows more than a dozen armed federal agents descending on a Burnsville home on Saturday. A woman who lives there tells Fox 9 multiple Latino people who rent rooms there were arrested by ICE after being followed home from the store. A portion of the video shows one man being taken down in the driveway and another woman running inside to her child. We're told the 4 people taken into custody are now being held in immigration facilities out of state. That includes the parents of a 7-year-old boy.
Now to an issue that deserves far greater coverage, always did, and that's the plight of children forced into labour or trafficked for sex after they crossed the southern border without their parents under the Biden administration. Whistleblowers have alleged that more than 300,000 migrant children, some estimate around 500,000, were missing or lost due to the Biden administration's border crisis. Border Czar Tom Homan spoke this week about tens of thousands of these children being rescued.
Children that weren't even being looked for under the Biden administration. President Trump saved over 62,000 children's lives. Some of these children were in sex trafficking, we found them. Some were in forced labor. Some were being mistreated. I can't even discuss some of the mistreatment we found out about.
A Department of Homeland Security report last year concluded that ICE had released hundreds of thousands of migrant children without notices to appear in court during the Biden presidency, and they have no way to track them after these children crossed the border as unaccompanied minors kosher. Again, one issue that should be getting so much more media scrutiny if the media wasn't obsessed with narco boats and narco terrorists.
100%. This is one of many and probably the worst cost, undertold cost of the illegal immigration crisis, which is what it is. And there's entire organizations that are taking children, using them as a passport, figuratively speaking, to enter the country, because you can latch onto that and then get more favorable case verdicts for asylum and other things like that, even if they're not their own children. And then, as you just cited, that the previous administration didn't care. There's anywhere from 300 to 500,000 children. We can only imagine the conditions they're in and what they've been made to do. And if they recovered 62,000, as Tom Homan said, we're 10 to 20% of the way there. And so hopefully this would be another great outcome of this presidency if they keep up that pace, that they'll be pretty close to 80-90% of them recovering. Sadly, not all of them will be. And maybe an aside, but since they will never give President Trump the Peace Prize, maybe somebody should nominate Tom Homan for the Peace Prize for rescuing hundreds of thousands of children, hopefully by the end of this term.